Hello everyone, welcome to the Tech 101 series. Today, we're diving into a topic that's as crucial as it is captivating. Are you really safe online? In a world where we share more than ever online, let's revisit some of the major privacy scandals that shocked the world and reflect on what they teach us about our own online safety. These aren't just numbers or abstract warnings, they're real events that affected millions of users like us, exposing the vulnerabilities in how we protect our personal data. Let's start with a story that left a lasting impact on online privacy concerns. Do you remember the Facebook scandal of 2018? Cambridge Analytica, a political consulting firm, quietly collected data from over 50 million Facebook users without their knowledge. It all began with an innocent-looking personality quiz app, which millions participated in, not knowing that their private data was being harvested behind the scenes. Using this data, Cambridge Analytica allegedly created psychological profiles of users, allowing them to predict and potentially influence individual choices, including voting behavior in the 2016 US presidential election. The story came to light when a former Cambridge Analytica employee, Christopher Wiley, blew the whistle. He revealed how the company had used people's personal data without permission, and even more shockingly, how Facebook's lack of data safeguards enabled this to happen. This wasn't just a blow to Cambridge Analytica's reputation. Facebook also faced severe consequences. They were hit with a $5 billion fine from the Federal Trade Commission for failing to protect user privacy, and the scandal left a mark on Facebook's image, causing many to question whether they could trust the platform. Millions of users felt a deep sense of betrayal as they realized that something as innocent as liking a post could be manipulated to shape their thinking and decisions. But Cambridge Analytica is just one example. Let's look at another shocking breach, the Equifax hack in 2017. Equifax is one of the biggest credit reporting agencies in the United States, holding sensitive information on hundreds of millions of people. However, due to a vulnerability in their system, hackers accessed data on over 140 million people, including social security numbers, addresses, credit histories, and even some financial records. For many people, the breach led to concerns over identity theft and the risk of financial fraud. These weren't just pieces of information, they were the keys to people's financial lives. For Equifax, the fallout was enormous, with lawsuits, settlements, and millions of dollars in fines. But the true damage went deeper, as consumers began to lose faith in the security of systems designed to protect their financial identity. Imagine finding out that your credit score, social security number, and even banking details had potentially fallen into the hands of hackers. Many users were left feeling exposed and helpless, questioning whether any personal data could ever be safe again. After hearing these stories, a natural question arises: are we actually safe online? Think about it. Every time we browse the internet, we're leaving behind a digital footprint. Whether it's searching for a product on Google, watching a video on YouTube, or simply liking a friend's post on Facebook, we're unknowingly providing tiny pieces of our digital identity. If these fragments of data land in the wrong hands, they can paint a vivid portrait of who we are, our preferences, our routines, even our personality traits. Companies like Google, Facebook, and Amazon have spent billions on technology that collects, stores, and analyzes this data. Their aim isn't just to understand the user, it's to predict what we'll do next so they can target us with ads, services, or products. For example, if you search for a pair of shoes on Google, you may soon see ads for those exact shoes across multiple websites. It's not coincidence, it's a calculated system designed to transform your every action into an opportunity for business. But while companies use our data to maximize profits, there are also more sinister motives at play. Hackers and cybercriminals are constantly looking for ways to exploit personal data for financial gain, identity theft, or even blackmail. Even small bits of data, like your browsing history or geolocation, can be valuable to those who know how to use it against you. How does our data get leaked? It's unsettling, but our data is vulnerable in many ways. First, let's consider the massive breaches from large corporations like Equifax. When these companies' systems are hacked, the data of millions of users can be exposed in an instant. But it's not just hackers. Sometimes we unknowingly give away our own information. Phishing is a common tactic used to deceive individuals into disclosing personal information. This involves hackers posing as legitimate organizations, like banks or government agencies, to trick you into sharing sensitive details. Have you ever received an email claiming there's a payment issue or asking you to verify your account? If you've ever clicked on one of these links and entered your details, you may have unknowingly opened the door for hackers to access your information. Phishing emails are sent out in the millions, and it only takes a handful of people falling for the trap for hackers to get what they need. And with the rise of IoT, Internet of Things devices, like smart security cameras, connected thermostats, and even internet-enabled refrigerators, our homes have become targets as well. Imagine if a hacker gained access to the security camera inside your home. This happened recently when a hacker exploited a vulnerability in smart home cameras in the US, gaining live access to people's private spaces. Imagine sitting in your living room unaware that a stranger could be watching you. It's a disturbing thought, but it underscores the real vulnerability of our digital lives. So, what can we do to protect ourselves? Awareness is the first and most essential layer of defense. Always be skeptical of emails or links from unknown sources. If you receive an email from your bank asking you to verify information, call the bank directly rather than clicking any links within the email. Vigilance can often be the difference between security and a data breach. Using strong, unique passwords is equally important. We've all been guilty of reusing passwords, but this habit makes it easier for hackers to gain access to multiple accounts. Password managers are incredibly useful here, as they can generate and securely store complex passwords for each of your accounts, keeping you one step ahead of potential breaches. Two-factor authentication, 2FA, is another powerful tool that adds an extra layer of security to your accounts. With 2FA enabled, logging in requires not just a password, but a second verification step, usually a code sent to your phone. Even if a hacker gets hold of your password, they'll still need that additional code to access your account. It's a simple step, but it makes a huge difference in protecting your data. And don't forget to keep your software and devices up to date. Many hacks take advantage of known vulnerabilities that have already been fixed in updates. By keeping your systems current, you close off these potential entry points. Is security ever really enough? The reality is that online security is an ongoing process. There's no such thing as total safety on the internet, but we can build layers of protection to keep ourselves safer. Each of the examples we discussed isn't meant to scare you, but to remind us all that online security is something we can't ignore. It's not just the responsibility of companies or governments. We each play a role in guarding our digital presence. Think of it this way: just as you wouldn't leave your front door unlocked at night, you shouldn't leave your online accounts unprotected. We're not just passive internet users, we need to become active defenders of our own data. The internet offers us unparalleled convenience, connection, and access to information, but with these benefits come risks. Our digital lives are here to stay, so the best thing we can do is to equip ourselves with knowledge and stay vigilant. Being proactive about security doesn't mean you have to be a tech expert. Simple steps like using unique passwords, enabling 2FA, and avoiding suspicious emails, are easy to take and offer big returns in terms of safety. Thank you for tuning in today, and I hope this episode has shed some light on the reality of online security. Protecting yourself online isn't a one-time task. It's an ongoing effort that's well worth the peace of mind it brings. Stay cautious, stay informed, and remember that even though we can't achieve absolute security, every small action counts. If you found this episode helpful, make sure to subscribe to Tech 101 so you don't miss out on more intriguing tech topics. Until next time, stay safe online, and we'll see you soon with another episode.